What up, y'all? How y'all doing today? This evening, I should say. Y'all jump on in here and join us. Got a small glitch. I don't know why, but my neighbor has a car like off of Fast and the Furious, and he likes to just sit in it and let it rev up. Man, I don't know why. It's kind of annoying, but man, y'all. Man, I hope some people. I guess give it some time. Let's see if some people jump in here. Tennessee up. Oh, that dude there, man. He called Alabama's game last weekend. He calls everything. Dang, I thought I'd have somebody show up by now. Where y'all at now? Y'all come tell. Hey, what's happening now? We got Amanda Best in the house. I knew I was waiting on somebody. I was like, thank you, Amanda. I'm glad you're here for real. Hope you're having a good night. Tim Nelson, what's up, big dog? Y'all having a good Saturday? What's up? What y'all got going on? That's cool. There ain't no problem with that. Oh man, hey, y'all ain't gonna believe this. Dude, I just listen, this is so weird. I literally just started last Tuesday or whatever, Wednesday, whenever I asked y'all, I literally just started watching Ryan Upchurch videos. I didn't know nothing about the guy, but I couldn't make sense of what he was talking about because I didn't know the players involved, the people's names. He was like, I was like, who? So anyway, I made a video about it, man, and people went. I mean, there was people. What's up, Gravity, Kentucky, Mama? How you doing? Hey, I'm glad y'all here. Hey, did I say that wrong? Is it Mama or Mama? I don't want to be calling her Mama, and then you be a. Oh, you're 91. You probably born in 91, wasn't you? You younger than I am. Gravity KB, what's up? But yeah, man, folks, there was some folks that was going off on me. And I was like, man, I ain't even say nothing bad about the dude. But man, that's a hot topic there, bro. There's actually a guy that I seen that he's got a whole channel that all he does is talk about Ryan. Like his name's Gotcha or Getcha or some shit. I don't know. I seen like two of his videos and then I figured I was like, damn, that's all he does on the videos. I thought, or from what I seen. But anyway, um, hey man, Kentucky, Amanda, Gravity, Tim, any of y'all, man, have y'all ever watched a show on HBO called The Deuce? It's got James Franco in it. Yeah, I left it alone because there's so many people so passionate about it. It was split down the middle. Um, Half people said he was the best artist ever. Half said he was crazy. Listen, y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you. The Deuce, it's directed by James Franco. It's a true story, and he actually plays. He's got a twin in the movie. He plays two guys. And now that listen, there is some gay stuff in it. But what it is, they're making a true story about 1970s and the early 80s when Times Square was nothing but a prostitute and a sex shop. Like you could walk in there and pay 50 cents and open up. Yeah, it was crazy. And then all the business people come in and they wiped it out and made it Times Square. But originally Times Square was where all the tree it was the stroll. And there's a good story about it, man. It's James Franco acts his ass off in it. He's a good but then like I said, there was there's a lot of gay stuff because there was a lot of gay bars in there and stuff like that. The mob was involved in it, backing them. What's up, Ree? How you doing? Crypto, what's up? Hey, how'd you do at the casino? It's on HBO Max, Amanda. Yeah, I'm not judging nobody, dog. I'm just telling you what the show's about. I don't judge. I don't care what nobody does, man. Yeah, I ain't. I'm just saying. I mean, hell, how else am I supposed to say it? But anyway, look, it's one of the best shows I've ever seen. Like, it's got Maggie Gyllenhaal in it. She's a great actor too. She really does a good job. So if y'all get a chance, check it out on HBO Max called The Deuce. But yeah, it is R rated. I'll tell you that. It's got a lot of stuff in it. People. So men and women and the other way. You know what I mean? It's a good show if you're an adult and you're not and you ain't afraid to watch nothing like that. Crypto, man, hey, I appreciate it. You always come through with that, man. Listen, I think that. I don't know, Ree. Deuce. Deuce. Like like number two, Deuce. Because it was Times Square is on 42nd Street. That's why they called it the Deuce, like 42nd. But apparently, the whole 42nd Street was nothing but bars and like peep show parlors, and the mob backed them. And it's a true story. It's about these two brothers, the Grosso brothers or something. And yeah, it's an awesome show. Yeah, she's good in it. She really plays a good part. Oh man, that I hate that. It always hurts when you lose. Um, mm, but hey, that's when you walk in, you got a 50-50 chance. So yeah, we can watch it together. Man, hey, them dogs is on a roll. I give them. Hey, I'm a Bama man, but I ain't gonna be a hater. Georgia probably playing some of the best ball in the country right now. People don't even realize it, and that you know what I'm saying. Like that's what I think personally. I think Georgia might be creep up on everybody and win the whole thing, but we'll see. Yeah, man. Listen, I've sat down at a blackjack table and play all night long, get up $1,000, go down 300, get up, But yeah, yeah, I've sat at the same blackjack chair for, I mean, hours before, so I know what you mean. Oh, I appreciate it. I ain't young like I used to be. I done put myself through a rough time. How many Tennessee Vol fans we got on here? Because they taking the wood to Georgia. I appreciate it. Thank you, Ree. I really do. Yeah. Okay. So uh, yeah, Tennessee and Florida playing right now. Tennessee about to score again. Um, that'll be twice halfway through the first quarter. So, oh, I thought baseball was over. Didn't the Blue Jays and the Dodgers play? Well, I appreciate it, Reed. Thank you. Okay. All right, I got you. What part is you live up north, like North Georgia, up in the mountains and stuff, or you live down toward like um, Florida way? I got you. I got you. Yeah, I thought so. The Blue Jays. I thought I was wanting the Blue Jays to win. I think it was the Blue Jays. Yeah. Where you at, Benning, or is Stewart in Georgia too? I know Benning is. Um, man, I seen today, y'all. Um, Alabama's governor. Apparently, they had a shooting in Montgomery some months back. So, they created a state trooper task force called Force Force Zero or something like that, and they're fixing to like get out on the streets of Montgomery. They said they already have. They said they've already said they already made 2,000 encounters, like face to face encounters with citizens. And I'm like, man, what? Um, I I didn't know Montgomery was. I didn't know they had to do all that. Said they were trying to make the city safe, and I was like, okay, but I didn't know it was like that. Thank you. That man that was so unexpected, y'all. I mean, which I ain't got no big channel or nothing. You know what I mean? I just got some, but I didn't expect it to I don't know. I just didn't expect it to be what it would be already. So, but I have fun with it, man. I enjoy talking to y'all and stuff. Like, um, what's up, Trip? How you doing, man? I'm sorry I didn't even see you a while ago, dude. My bad. Hang on, y'all. Let me go back. Okay. All right. Trip was on. Man, Trip, I'm sorry. Shout out Trip, y'all. He's in the house with me. I missed him. He's a service member, or where he was. So thank you, man, for your service. For real. Any of y'all that served in the military, I ain't got nothing but love for you. No. Man, um, Pee Wee ain't that, man, they got a dog over there next door and it's tied up right here on a damn old Dish Network. You know how they come out and put them put them Dish Network poles in your yard, and then when you quit paying them or whatever and they leave it, they got a dog chained to it, and that sucker barks, man. God dang. He'll get to barking so loud. I mean, it's wild when he goes off. Yeah, I appreciate that, Gravity. Reed, you too. Thank you. No, no, they feed it and stuff. I'm just saying they just got it tied up out there. But yeah, I didn't, man. I don't even know much about YouTube. Like I'm still learning and stuff. Like I might get a notification that says something from YouTube, and I might click on it, and I might learn something I didn't even know, and I'll be like, oh shit. So, um, yeah, I'm just like enjoying it, and um, I pick up little stuff as I go. I watch other people's videos, and um, so yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with it, though, at all. Stephen Cope, what's up, man? Glad you're in the house. I believe Stephen Crypto. I believe all of y'all was like day one people, man. Man, I think I had like 24 or 42 subs when I started this. Man, Steven, I'm all right, bro. Shoot, I can't complain at all, man. I, um, No, I almost got something. I almost got an A on my neck and stuff, but I didn't. And then I almost got a little cross on there, and then I said no. But they man, I'm gonna tell y'all about the prison. So when they first come out, they was gonna build. Hang on, let me make sure. Michael Frost. Hey man, I'm glad you're here for real. Thanks. Um, so they said they're gonna build two mega prisons, hold like 4,800 inmates each. One in Elmore County, one in Escambia County. And they said at the time that both of them would cost, the budget would be $1.3 billion for both of them. All right. So the one in Elmore County is like 85% finished, and they've already eclipsed 1.3 billion just on that prison. So, like, man, I'm telling you, and then they're making task forces and stuff in Montgomery. They getting ready to fill that sucker up. I'm telling you. Yeah, hey, if you man, that's what if y'all don't mind, if y'all hit that little thumb button, that would be straight, man. I don't even think I always forget to ask y'all, man. Yeah, I would be grateful on that. Um, I didn't know till like I told y'all, I'm still learning, and like I was reading the other day, and they got like algorithms and stuff that man that um like like I might make a video and post it right then, and sometimes I might make a video and post it 2 days later. But they said if you'll like schedule it 24 hours or 48 hours in advance, that some kind of algorithm in YouTube will get it out to more people. And I did that, and it really didn't. Hell, I got more views doing what I'd been doing than I did by um, scheduling it and waiting it out. Did a premiere or some shit like, but yeah, I don't fool with them folks, man. They we can't understand each other, so um, yeah, I would. Man, they got dogs, ducks, geese, chickens, you name it, everything. I try to talk to them, they be like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, I wish I could rescue the dog for you, but I unfortunately, hon, I can't. I got to sit this one out because, like I said, it ain't. Yeah, we got language barriers, but hey, real quick, y'all, I had somebody message me today, and I told him that I would help him out on here. Listen to the dude that messaged me today and said that you was thinking you was in court and you think you might have to go to prison. Listen, bro. Um, you said if you're not affiliated and you're white, and you don't get on drugs, you don't run up debts, will you be okay? Yes, yes, you will. Now listen, you gonna have one person, if somebody's gonna try you on some gay shit, they gonna say something out the way to you. Man, listen, unfortunately, I, you may not. I didn't have to, and then again, but most people have to. They have to fight. So if somebody says something to you like that, listen. And it's not about getting whooped, dog. For real, don't even worry about that. As long as you'll stand up, it'll never happen again. But if you let it slide, everybody that's like that in that camp's gonna come at you. So look, keep your head down. When you first go in there, don't go in there and hit a store for no 50, 60, $70. Just get you a few little things like a little hygiene, get you a pack of coffee or something. But because they watching this, they got store watchers. It happened to me. So just go in there and get a feel. Handle yourself like a man. Don't run up no debts. Don't lay up high. Don't use cell phones. And if anybody comes up to you trying to be real friendly that don't know you, that's the boo game, man. Just stay in your own lane. Don't be afraid to tell motherfuckers no. You got to learn one, man. I'm telling you, one word you got to learn in prison is no. And I know you think like I did, like but listen, don't worry. I was in the same shoes. Start doing your push-ups, lift or whatever, workout, and just go in there, keep your head down. Um, just stay out the way. Like they say, stay in your own lane. Learn the rules, real quick. Learn the politics. Learn what you can and can't do. Like you can't talk close to somebody when they drinking coffee. You got to just learn the rule, and you'll learn them. But listen, you'll be all right, man. Look, you'll find some friends in there, some people. There'll be somebody you'll click with. Just make you some friends, and hell, like I said, man, people eventually will respect you if you be a man. And what I mean by that is if you don't run up no debts and you don't get high and stuff, and you just do your time, eventually people will be like, "Oh man, he all right. He don't fuck with nobody. He just does his time." For real, that's the way to be eventually. But at first somebody's probably gonna try you. They may even, like they did me, oh man, I got my phone charged up, and and I was like, I ain't with all that, So just don't be afraid to say no in there, even on like borrowing and stuff. They gonna be people try you. They gonna come up and they don't even need it, but they gonna say, hey man, let me borrow a pack of cigarettes. I'll give you 2 back. And they ain't gonna give you nothing back. They just wanting to see if you're gonna do it or not. You got to learn to say no. And they might even say some shit. Well, man, I know, man, I know you got it in there or whatever. You just got to say, look, man, I got what I got, and then, don't you ain't gotta be all like you know, just stand your ground, man. Stand on your own too. Don't let nobody take your stuff. And that's all it is. I mean, for real. But I wanted to let you know that, man, you'll be all right. Just as long as you ain't getting high and running up debts and owing them no money, as long as you don't owe the people any money that run that, you're gonna be all right. So, but yeah, one thing I can tell you, 2 things about prison. If you got a complex about being naked around other people, you better go on and lose it, because you're gonna be naked around a bunch of men a lot. First thing they do when you get there, make you. So I'm just letting you know, that and shit, whatever I was just talking about there. But anyway, I mean, saying no, yeah, you got to learn how to say no. But yeah, you'll be all right. So I just wanted to throw that out there to him, y'all, because he had asked me. I told him that I'd put him on game a little bit, give him some. That's what I was told before I went, and it worked for me. I didn't have no problem. I didn't have to fight or nothing, man. Like I didn't even have. I mean, yeah, I had words with 1 or 2. I mean, you're gonna have words with people in there. It's just how it is. I mean, you're living in a cramped up place, I mean, but like I didn't even have to fight nobody or nothing. It just never got there. I mean, I never. I don't know. I did my time and went home. So, but anyway, when I seen earlier that the governor, she actually named the prison after her. And then I seen that they created a task force, and I was like, yeah, they finna fill them bad boys up. Yeah, yeah, man. I was just, I was this close to like, I mean, there was a dude come over there wanting me to. I just got a store, just got to the camp. He was wanting something, and I said, "Look, man, I ain't got nothing." He was like, "All right, well, I'm gonna be back in a minute. You better have something." And I was like, "Well, I ain't got nothing." So I was going to have to fight him. Well, he got halfway around the dorm, and he was doing to other people what he was doing to me. And somebody got up, and they ended up fighting or something, or where he slapped somebody or something, whatever. But anyway, they ended up taking him out of the dorm. So, I mean, but I was gonna have to do it then that day, like, and but it just worked out. I didn't have to, but I I just got there, man. I had them old Bobos on, and I my bunkmate was from Huntsville, and I asked him. I said, "Man, can I borrow your boots?" And he said, "Yeah." And he gave me some of them old brown prison boots they gave you down there, and I put them on in case old boy come, when he got back around there, so I could fight with them boots on. And then it didn't even have to happen. So, dang, I didn't know that, Cope. I didn't even know that at all. Yeah, man, and and one thing, it's not even really about being so tough as it is. Man, I used my smarts. It got me through more than than anything. Like, I just I just tried to be strategical, and one thing I did was I helped people write letters to judges. Like, I'll write a whole motion out for you. Like, they want a motion to dismiss charges. I'd go down there and I'd write a whole motion out and everything, and people would send it off. Because don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of people in prison that dropped out of school in middle school, so that their reading and writing is not that good. And instead of them writing, see, they want to write a judge or a probation officer or something, but then again, they know that they can't spell good and they can't write good, and so they don't want to be embarrassed. So when then somebody like me, I was like, look, man, I won a fucking spelling bee one time. Like, give me, I know how to do punctuation and stuff. Like, here, I'll write letters. And man, listen, it was probably luck more than anything. But I wrote this one dude, this friend of mine named Thad. I wrote a letter to his parole officer, and he ended up getting parole. Well, when he got the letter back, he was like, "Oh man," he was like, "Y'all ain't gonna believe this motherfucker right here got, man. He wrote me a letter, got me parole," and that's how it started. Next thing you know, everybody was like, "Hey man, can you write me a letter?" And that's so I just started writing little letters and stuff. Yeah, Gravity, I'm with you on that. Hey, what's up, skydiving? How are you now? Um, yeah, I like you know, I ain't I got a young, and I've already let her know, whatever, about my past or whatever. So um rather than hear it from me than at school from somebody, a little kid get mad or something, say something. So but man, I was in a dorm with some guys that were affiliated. We were all in a drug class together, and they I worked out with them guys sometimes, and um I think I don't know. I think people thought I was with them or something, but I wasn't. I wasn't a part of it. I was just friends with one of the guys in there for real. But man, one thing about them drug classes in prison is it's like a rehab, man. Everybody gets close for some reason. I guess because you got to share personal stuff in them classes. Um, y- like like when you first start them classes, man, they some people in that dorm that you like, man, I wish that fool wasn't even in this class. And then by the end of the class, man, you found out a little more about their life, and you're like, oh damn. And I'll tell you one thing I learned in the prison, man. If you think you got it bad, just sit down in that SAP class and listen to some of them other people's stories, and you'd be like, God, dang, that's all. So, yeah, man, I heard that SAP class was something else, man. Yeah, he's the only one could read. Had to read them all out. Um, if you got a bottom, it just depends. Like, if you go to the level 4, well, your first day in prison, you're gonna be at processing camp more than likely. But like when I first got to Ventress, now man, it's a lieutenant, man. You sorry, this shows you that they don't even care what goes on in their prisons. What's up, Huskers? The lieutenant, who is a preacher on the outside of work, cussed me out and everything. But anyway, um, wrote me a damn bunk in there. And knowing that that they was whooping white dudes up there, and he did it. He put me on in there, man. And I'm sorry, y'all. I was trying to think. I looked up. I got to learn how to read and keep my thoughts going while I'm talking. Man, what was it about that old lieutenant down there? Yeah, he was a preacher, man. He cussed you. He cussed me smooth out one time. Damn, what did he said something to me. But anyway, Butch, how you doing, bro? I'm glad you're here. I hope I ain't missed nobody, man. Shout out to all y'all. Y'all good, man. Listen, y'all good folks, good subscribers. I appreciate y'all. I love all the feedback y'all give. I appreciate it for real. Twisted, what's up, man? Y'all getting ready? Everybody getting ready for Thanksgiving? Yeah, we got a little Thanksgiving dinner we're gonna go to. First, man, believe it or not, first Thanksgiving dinner I've been to in years. Seriously. So I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be all right. Oh, how to stay safe in there? Yeah, just if they tell you got a bottom bunk, if you ain't about 6'4", 240 or 50 pounds, best thing to do is just go in there and find you a top bunk and get on it. Like, don't go in there and be like, hey man, I need you to get off my bunk. They assigned me this bunk. I need you to get up. You probably gonna get clutched out right there, which means that about 3 or 4 people is probably gonna stomp you down. Now if you can fight enough to where you can take on a couple people, then you can go in there and get your bottom bunk. But if you go in there asking for that bottom bunk, you best be ready because you are gonna get hit. I mean, they're gonna sting you like bees from everywhere. But and then the lieutenant told me that he was like, listen, I thought, well, why even write me a bottom bunk if you know, like, and anyway, he was like, don't go in there asking for your bunk. Just go in there and find you a top bunk and get on it. I was like, all right, that's cool. And man, after the next night, what happened, man, I'm glad I got the bunk I did. It was over there against the wall by the seg cell by itself. Last one on the end by the seg cell. And and over on the wall facing out toward the yard is where they did that to that old boy with that broom, man. That was so jacked up. That was the worst. Man, I'm talking about that boy was screaming. That was some rough. Yeah, I couldn't even sleep, man. Like, it shook me up. I ain't gonna lie to you, it shook me up hard. Um, what freaked me out now was I was kept waiting on I was thinking that prison was different. Like, I thought that when fights and stuff happened, they was coming in quick. Like, they got, and they let all that happen, man. Dude stood up there and I kept looking at the cube, and the dude was just like this. And I was like, damn, man, he ain't even coming in here. And then they got done. It was over. And then the police come in, got him, and then that was it. Never seen that dude again. No, nothing happened to the people that did it or nothing. Dude that happened to, they moved into another camp in the middle of the night. Never heard another word from him. And nothing was said to the people that done it. Hey, Langley, how you doing? Man, I'm glad y'all here. What's the matter with you, Ray? What you so lonely for? You going to get you a man? Yeah, you can pay money in there, but unless you just real small or you got maybe something wrong with you, a lot of people won't protect you. I mean, or not. I mean, they'll protect. They won't respect you that you pay for protection. But yeah, you can, man. Trust me. There's always somebody in there you can go to and say, "Hey, look, man, I don't do no. I ain't with. I don't do any gay stuff or whatever. But look, if you'll keep people from jumping on me and taking my stuff, I will give you this amount of money each week." And there's always somebody that'll, yeah, they trust me. There's some big dudes in there that don't get no money. That all of a sudden now you can come along and all you ask them is, "Hey man, don't let nobody beat me up, and I'll give you $30 or $40 a store a week." Shit, that right there that's like hitting a lottery ticket for an inmate that don't get no money. That's real talk right there. I've seen it happen, yeah. But like I said, people don't respect you. But then again, man, if you can stay safe, who gives a shit who respects you? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, of course you want respect and I mean, but the main thing is coming home. That's it. Don't just try to get your ass back home. Man, I tore my shoulders up off getting off them top bunks. You had to put your hand on the bunk next to you. You had to put one arm on it, and then the other bunk on the other side, you had to put a hand on it, and you have to hop. No, I had to get in between mine and the other one, and I had to let myself down, and it just killed my shoulders from doing it so long, man. Okay, Ree, that's cool. I'm glad she told you about it. Yeah, Tennessee gonna take that game and get on out of town with it. Yeah, I'm glad y'all here. Yeah, lock in the sock. Um, I've known some people that's told me some stories about how they had to do that before. I ain't ever had to do it, but I had some people tell me that they've actually tied one up. And so, um, and you think about it, hey, you got to have some gumption about you if you got it in you to rear back with a lock and a sock and go hard as you can, you know what I mean, up here, you got to have some gumption about you to do that. That's like up close and personal type deal. You know what I mean? Like you gotta, it ain't for the faint of heart. Like you gotta be able to but anyway, yeah, to the dude that asked me the question, yeah, you'll be fine, man. Just like I said, stay in your own lane. And, don't don't borrow no money up or nothing like that. Don't even fool that dope and stuff, man. Listen, it ain't worth it. Just do your little time and go home for real. There'll be plenty of coffee and cigarettes, whatever. You ain't gotta and don't even fool them cell phones, man. What's up, Ronald? How you doing, bro? The, don't even mess with them cell phones, man. All that's work. All that'll do is get you more time. Um, I mean, if you want to, you can. That's on you. Don't get me wrong. Um, I I didn't fool with them because I didn't want to get caught and get no good time taken away. So I just stayed away from them. But a lot of people use them. So, but this new complex or whatever, I heard they gonna have cell jammers on it. That's what it says in the papers or in the articles I read on AL.com that K Ivy the new one would have cell phone jammers. So I don't know. We'll see. Thank you, Ree. Yeah, I just man, I got so many stories, man. I wish I could tell y'all, but man, you know how it is when you get older and certain people have kids or they get married to somebody, and like if you tell a story, it might even cause them some problems in their relationship, or somebody may not want their kid to ever hear. You know what I mean? There's so much stuff I wish I could tell y'all, and but I try to be respectful to folks and stuff and not just you know. So man, there's all the time I was like, man, I wish I could tell that, but I don't want to anyway. Yeah, stay away from gambling too. Gambling's I've seen people be best friends. I mean, best friends, and start playing cards, and 2 days later they in a fist fight. I hear you. They was one adventurous that was hot. Yeah, they was. Um, yeah, they got some good looking women guards in Alabama. Um, all right, crypto. Hey, I appreciate you. You take care. Skydiving. Are excuse me. Are you the one that's got to go, or are you just asking? I can't remember the handle of the person that asked me. Yeah, no. I need to I need to get some people to call in. Um, I need to do some I need to do some Skype videos and film it. Get some people on like where I can talk to you through the like uh on the computer through Skype where the screen split. Talk to one another. Where we can see each other, and I can film it. Yeah, yeah. Didn't they change the name of it or something? What's up, man? Riders? Welcome in, man. I appreciate you. Dang, Tennessee done scored again. It's 21-0. That game over with in the second quarter already. But yeah, Florida quarterback. I'm sorry, y'all. Um, yeah, I've been looking at some stuff, and I'm gonna try to start like doing some stuff like other people, like where people take certain videos, and they may give their own little spiel about it, or whatever. I like doing original stuff just like this. But I've found out in this game of YouTube, like if you really want to get on here and make something of it, you got to hustle. You got to do all kind of videos and stuff, man. Different kind of you just got to do it if you want to. I don't know. I seen some little girl the other day. She had a channel or whatever, and she was like, "Look, if you want to be on the YouTube and you want to do a successful channel," she said, "you got to get your ass up every day and make a damn video." I was like, "All right, I feel you." So yeah, man. That's what I'm eating right now. I made it 2 days ago. I was just about to finish it up. Yeah, I made a second email address the other day. Um, so I got that took care of. I got to get a PO box. That's one thing I got to do. All right, well, y'all be safe on the way to the store. All right, y'all be good. Stay out of trouble, Ree. Y'all, Amanda, y'all be good. And man, these lives, it's funny how you get on here and you just start talking and stuff, and next thing you know, it done been like an hour or something, 2 hours and stuff. Yeah, much love. Y'all be y'all two together. Y'all Thelma and Louise, y'all be good. Y'all don't get no trouble now. Y'all know y'all be in some yep. Y'all be down to the store and all kind of mess. Uh-oh, them geese done fired up next door. I don't know what make them cut up sometimes, but they'll go to cackling. Oh, there goes Tennessee. They scored again. Florida, sorry. If you're a Florida fan, I feel bad for you because y'all gonna have a bad day. Yeah, y'all. Yeah. Boy, I used to go out, man. I used to get in so much trouble, man. I remember leaving the house sometimes and just knowing, didn't even know if you're gonna get back home or not. You know what I mean? I've come home before, turned in on my road, and it looked like a damn like Bin Laden was down there hiding or something. So many cops and shit. And I look at my buddy and we like, what is that? And I'm like, dude, they're down there at my house. And he was like, they sure. I was like, man, look, just let me out. I'll walk down there and see what's going on. And so I took off walking, come walking up, man. There was a whole bunch of cops there in the yard, and they was looking for a friend of mine, and they wanted to know if they could look in the house to see if he was in there. And yeah, had me tripped out, man. I didn't know what was going on. I mean, this was about, I don't know, 2012 or something like that. Man, they were everywhere. We turned in. I was like, we thought at first, like, usually there was a lot of old people lived on my street, so it wasn't common to have medical calls all the time. And look, trust me, in them little small towns, you can have a medical call, and the cops is coming, the fire department's coming, the volunteer fire department's coming, half the town's coming. You know what I mean? So, uh, but anyway, yeah, man. I remember one time they put my mama in jail, man. My mama was down the road at my aunt's house, at her sister's house, and they was down there chilling, and we got into some stuff down at our house, just a few houses down, and they was arresting us. And my mama walked down there and asked them what was going on, and man, they saw her, put her in the back of the car, man, handcuffed her and arrested her, man. I was like, man, y'all sorry to do my mama like that, man. My mama, she ain't bothering nobody, man. If y'all knew my mama for real, y'all be like, dang. Yeah, man, right. I went through Kilby. I've been through the back gate. Kilby's just processing camp. They now some people okay, you know about Kilby? All right, good deal. I think say some people catch permanent party down there and end up staying there, but most people get shipped out. Yeah, I know they got a big old church down there that the Church of the Highlands built for them. Man, I'm talking about they got a damn. I mean, it's the biggest penitentiary church I've ever seen, or chapel, or whatever. Man, it's huge. It's a full size church, man. Like, it's nice. Big old music set up and stuff. It was so crazy. I went in there the first night I got to, or the first night we got out of quarantine. They said, hey, they got the church going on out there tonight. Y'all gonna go out there and listen to some music? I was like, yeah. So we go out there. It was cold. I'll never forget. It was cold, man. And we go out there and listen to some music. And there was this whole white dude up there on the keyboard, man. And then he was playing the drums some. Like, this dude was a musician, man. He was singing and carrying on. I mean, he was getting down. And I was watching him, and I was like, man, I bet this dude right here is really, like, I don't know. I was like, I bet he's really turned his life around in here. And then the next day I go down there at the store, and he's like, look here, bro, I got these matches over here on sale now for, I'll give you a box. I'm like, look here, this down there playing music in the church at night, and then down there in the day running the store and selling matches and cigarettes and everything, half price. I was like, look at this shit. I thought, dude, I was like, because when I first seen him for real, I thought, man, I bet he's one of these guys that's really turned his life around in the church and stuff. And then the next day, he cracks me down there. Hey, man, look, I got a whole case of matches here. I'll let you have them for a pack of cigarettes. I was like, man, look at you. Oh, Christian ass, hustling ass, man. Oh, man, I'm telling you, prison, Michael Frost, man, listen, Med Rider, y'all listen, y'all will see the craziest stuff in prison. I am not kidding you. Oh, yeah, I was like, man, I bet dude's all in the church and stuff. I bet he's probably be a good role model, somebody to get around, She. that was all a front. Same way at Ventress, man. I got the Ventress, and these two guys was working in they was working in processing when you first come in, and they played music in the chapel down there at Ventress, and it's about the size of a damn hotel room, or let me put it this way, a motel room. Um, oh my God, they got a little old bitty chapel at Ventress, man. You got to snug in there, especially if it's a big crowd. Man, it gets tight. It don't hold about 50 in there tops. Yeah, man, it's the craziest thing you ever seen in your life. Like for it's I mean, I don't even know how to explain it. That's why I just like my channel. If y'all ever notice, man, like I don't go after nobody personally. Like you don't hear me say, "Oh yeah, so and so from Birmingham was down there." I don't. You know what I mean? Like I don't go at people and stuff. I just tell what I seen. You know what I mean? Like what my experience was, and because everybody's is different. Some people walk in there and have to get in a fight on their first day, and then some people like me, I didn't. I never even had to get in a fight the whole time. Like it's just different for everybody. Um, and one thing I took out of it was man, I was just watching people for so long that you can literally watch somebody long enough and you can learn their whole damn from their body language. You can learn everything that they're thinking in their head. Seriously, I swear to God, just watching people, just sitting back and watching them, and you'll eventually pick up on their because people we're humans. Like we all make certain little moves, and there's things we do before we do certain things and we don't even realize it, but if you watch it you'll pick up on it to where the person don't even think about it. It's just second nature to them. But yeah, man, I got good at that. I for real, I was watching folks. But yeah, I had a top rack and the TV was just like right there. So I could even lay sideways on the rack and watch TV, and I could hear it and everything. So, yeah, I had the front row seat to the TV. I bought that rack, man. I'm telling y'all, I had the hookup down there. Now, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I had to pay for the bed swap or whatever. But man, I had a dude that was in my dorm from Huntsville, and he was a runner for the captain. And them, bro, listen, a crate of tops or a half a crate of tops and a pack of Newports, I could get put on any bed I wanted that in the whole dorm. All I had to do was give him a little piece of paper, like, hey, I want bunk 39B. All right. The next morning, they're coming in at Clifton, go to 39B. Like seriously, I mean, I could get it done like that. He had that power, man. Ventress. I was at Pickens County, Ventress, and Decatur. But yeah, man, those runners, see, they they work directly under either the captain, the lieutenant, or the sergeant. And then so like they and the sergeants and them and the lieutenants, they know that them runners are out there hustling and doing stuff like that. Like if they come in there and say, "Hey, Sarge, can you move Clifton in dorm so and so down to bed and bunk number so and so?" And the SARS will do it because they know that the runner has made a little play and that they making them a little money, and they don't mind to let them because they work for them. Like if they need them to go, hey, go down there to the shift office right quick and get them, or go down to the warden's office and get them papers and bring them back. They got to run their ass down there and get them papers and bring them back. Basically a gopher, but there's some perks that go with it. Like I said, you can, man, I could get old boy, Willie Dean was his name. Big old guy. My bad, y'all. He was cool as some fan, man. And I could go to him anytime. I could be like, hey, man, I got a buddy just hit the camp from my city, man. I'd be like, can you get him over here? He'd be like, be a crate of top. Here you go. It wouldn't be the next day. There come my homeboy. I'd be like, boy, I told you I'd get you in here. So, yeah, it was good to know him. And I remember one day, somebody 2017 there. I mean, yeah, 2017. I remember one day somebody said, I asked somebody how I could get something done in there. I was like, man, look, I need something done. And I was wanting a tattoo gun, but I was like, look, I need something done, man. Who do I talk to? And they was like, look, you see that guy down there? So I go down there and I start talking to him, and he's acting like he ain't want to talk to me and stuff. And then all of a sudden he's like, where you from, man? And I was like, I'm from Huntsville. And he was like, well, shit, I'm from Huntsville too. So since you from Huntsville, I'm gonna help you out. And then he put me in touch with the maintenance guy. And then after that, though, I was good for business. If I wanted a bed swat, like I said, I could get put on any rack or whatever. Just pay old dude, man. He was solid. Let's see. Uh, they I don't know. The dude that I seen get unalived, whatever. He I don't know. I don't know his name, but the dude that did it was sleeping right under me at the time, man. He cut hair and everything. Went in there and stabbed him right in the back, or yeah, plugged him in the back, man. Oh yeah, I was already out by then. But yeah, man, that was crazy. Like, and that guy, man, he was so close to going home. He had 4 months left, and just messed it up, man. Man, talking about the 119 years, the guy that I was just talking about, the runner guy that could get stuff done for me. Um, man, he had a ton. Like, if you look at his sentence, is online, the get out date says 99.99, which means you ain't never getting out. I remember one time he said, he said, man, I got 1,000 years, man. I was like, damn. I was like, how you get that? And he was like, well, it's just a metaphor, a figure of speech, whatever. He's like, but he said, I got a lot of time. And then when I got out, I looked him up, and yeah, I think he got a life sentence. So, but hey, old boy he had to pull though, man. Um, yeah, I pay him. He'd get anything done. But I was trying to think of some more stuff I was going to tell y'all, man. I wrote some stuff down. Um, man, y'all got to watch that show called The Deuce, man. I'm telling you. It's got a little bit of it's a mix of mafia. It's a mix of prostitution. The I don't even know if I can say all this on here, but look, y'all just go watch it, man. It's a good show for real. I mean, it is already or whatever, but it's a good show. Um, Sheriff of Talladega, man. Listen, I believe all that stuff. Listen, let me tell y'all something about police. When they're not in them cop cars and stuff with them badges on, they're just like us. They're humans, man. I mean, and they do things. I remember going to a fish fry, and at the time, my brother-in-law or or whatever, my brother-in-law was a cop, and he come out there while I was frying fish. I'm hitting a J. He said, "Here, let me hit that." So I let him hit it. The man goes back in the house. I keep flipping fish and putting out potatoes and stuff. Nothing said. What's up, just in case? I ain't seen you in a while. I was gonna say I ain't seen you in a little minute. Good to see you. So y'all let me ride with y'all to the store. Where y'all live at? What state y'all live in? I bet y'all live in Mississippi. No, y'all probably Tennessee, like up East Tennessee, Kentucky or something. Let me see how close I get. Y'all, West Virginia. I'm just naming shit. Let me see. I hope I ain't missed none of y'all on a shout out. Michael Frost, Med Rider. I think I got all y'all. Butch Morton. Oh, y'all from Chattanooga. Piers Guy, man. Hey, yeah, I know where Pisgah at. We used to come play football up there, man. You used to play Pisgah all the time in football. I know exactly where Pisgah's at. From New Hope, you'd go out Highway 72 and go to Scottsboro, and then you go up on the mountain. You used to cross the old B.B. Comer Bridge, and they blowed it up. I remember going across that on a bus one time, and I was scared to death when I was a little kid. I hear you, bro. I hear you. Okay, Atala. I know where Atala's at. Man, I used to have a yeah, I know exactly where Atala's at. Yeah, I know. I've been around Pisgah before. Y'all know any of the Hayneses from section? Anyway, she'll answer in a minute. Let me see what I've written down there. Oh yeah, man. That show on HBO, The Deuce. It also shows about how the AIDS epidemic come in them. In the late 70s, early 80s, man. And I think Anthony Fauci, he was fooling with that stuff back then. I think this is my personal opinion. I think the government um did that on purpose to the gay community. I could be wrong, but I think that's what happened. I think the government tried something out on them, and because think about it, when they first come out, man, and it shows it on this show, they were just dropping like fly. I mean, one day you're fine, and the next day you got a lesion on the side of your head, and then 6 months later you weigh 60 pounds and you die from pneumonia. You don't even die from AIDS. So um, like and then now look, Magic Johnson, he's had it for 30 years and he weighs 300 pounds. Like, I mean, so um it's crazy. I swear, I think that the government, that was a whole just like that COVID shit, that it was what did they call that? Something not gain of function research or whatever. I swear, I think Fauci done that on purpose, man. Because look, we already know that the government back in the day down at Maxwell Air Force Base in Montgomery, they went and got all them black guys and told them that they was going to do a trial drug and they would pay them, and they really infected them with syphilis, and then sat back and watched the effects as these guys were coming into these doctor's appointments, thinking that the doctors were doing the blood work and tests to see if the medicine's working. They doing tests to see how the syphilis is affecting your body, which makes you go blind and lose your mind and die. Like, well, so ain't no doubt in my mind. I think that Fauci and them put the AIDS on the gay community, but I can't prove none. But it's just a thing. Yeah, man, the early 80s, like, I remember like when I was young, I remember hearing about it. Um, but seriously, from like 81 through 86, man, like especially during 82 and 83, like these guys didn't even know what was happening to them. I mean, they was getting a cold one day, their nose would start running, and then hell, 6 weeks later they die, and they was like, what the, you know, and they couldn't figure out what was going on with them. They all were die from something else like pneumonia or complications from something like it. It was wild, man, how that happened. What's up, Random Explorer? Thank you. Yeah, I imagine. I bet they tried to scare folks with it. Oh, okay. Methylene blue. Man, I'm gonna tell you what, when you go to prison, they do that, they do all that them tests, STDs and AIDS and all that. When you first go in, they take all this blood work, and then you gotta wait about 5, 6 to 7 days to get the results back. And then like if I like me, I was out there running the streets wild and stuff, and then all of a sudden you next thing you know, you sober like, oh shit, I hope this test come back straight. And then they call your name and you like, oh man. And then you read it and you're like, oh, thank God. You're like, man. So and that's another reason people say, Cliff, man, why don't you date and stuff? Man, y'all listen. Listen, I made it through a time in my life where I am lucky, lucky, lucky for real. And I don't know, I just ain't got the same desire anymore to put myself out there at risk like that. Um Oh, you straight, bud. You look like who you look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah. Oh, I make tea, man. Listen, I got a recipe. I just got a small pot, and I fill it up to the top and get my water boiling. I put 3 tea bags in there, and then 2 cups of sugar, and then I put it in like a Milo's jug. Off the chain, man. Yeah. Listen, I was gonna touch on this random. You said talking about dating is weird. Now, let me tell you, man. You know how I used to in life. Um, we met so many people through experiences in life. Like, for example, like watching that show really made me think about this. So remember back in the 80s when you didn't have Google and you didn't have these fucking reviews and shit, and you had to call them. You're on the way to New York. You got to call and make a reservation. And then you get there and they're like, oh, we don't have a reservation. And you can't just hop on your phone and make a reservation at the one next door. You're fucked. Like you're in a situation, you're in New York, you got to figure something out. So what do you got to do? You got to start finding some people in there that's going to try to help you out. And man, you end up meeting people and making connections. All that shit's over with. Now you sit right here. Let me book this room for the 25th. All right. 25th, you put in Google Maps, the address of the hotel, drive to it, walk right in the front door, show them your phone here. I'm here. I got these reservations. Guess what? You didn't talk to not one stranger or new person on that whole time. Think about that, y'all. What's up, Third Eye? Man, I remember back in the day when people used to just show up and knock on your door and they'd be like, "Hey, man, my card broke down. Can I use your phone?" And you like, "Yeah, come on in." They don't even know who, and motherfucker come in, use the phone, and leave. You know what I mean? Like nowadays, you like, "No, bro, I can't let you in the house." I'm sorry, man. Here, hang on a minute. I go get the cell phone, put it on speaker for you. But hang on a minute. Let me come outside real quick. You know what I mean? Like, man, the phones changed everything. Like for real, think of the things that we can do on our phone that if we didn't or we couldn't do it on our phone, we would actually have to go and interact with people, man. And that's how you make relationships and meet people and you and the and can you get them booty calls, or you run into somebody that thinks you cute or whatever, and they just want to crack you or whatever. And I mean, it happens. I mean, it's life. I mean, I'm just being real. And um, like now, it's not like that anymore, man. I remember in the early 2000s, man, life was so much different, man. I mean, it was just man, people, it was so easy. You could go anywhere and just meet people, man. And now everything's changed, man. I don't know. Oh shit! You got 3 feet of snow. You up north? Then you got to be up Buffalo or somewhere, Pittsburgh, Canada or something. Oh, you on the street? You ain't got no room or nothing down. You ain't got no place to stay. Well, you work random. You work off on an oil rig or something, or a gold mine or something. One of them. Yeah, man. I remember we used to didn't even lock the front door to the house, man. We just left, and then if one of your friends needed to stop in there for a minute and use the bathroom or something or whatever, the door's open. You know what I mean? Um, I mean, like it wasn't no big deal. Your buddy riding down the road needs a glass of water. Go down there. If ain't nobody home, they just go on in and get it. Didn't nobody care. And now, man, everything just changed so much. I don't know, man. You try to adapt with it, but damn, it's like, dude, I don't like the way that the direction it's changing in. Like it's nothing is changing for the better, y'all. I mean, yeah, technology is better, but that's it. I mean, think about it. Um, like, man, I used to love getting out and meeting people in person. Like, I used to meet women in freaking convenience stores, y'all. I mean, I'd see a woman, a beautiful woman or whatever, start talking to her, and then next thing you know, you out on a date with her. Like, and now, like, I don't know, it's different, man. I was born Thanksgiving Day, 1980, and I grew up through the 80s and the 90s, and that was the best time. Um, I remember when like Stone Temple Pilots and Alice in Chains and Nirvana. There was like 4 or 5 different of those. I mean, bands, man, that all dropped the album right there together. I was like 13 or 14 years old or 50, yeah, somewhere in there, and they dropped them albums, man, and it was just like, oh shit, Soundgarden. I mean, dude, there was such good music back then, live. Um, man, I mean, what's up, Ricky Cup? Man, there used to be some real good, like, man, now music's changed, man. The 80s was to me, now I think the 80s is one of the best genres of music ever. Like, I love the Poisons and the Bon Jovis and all that. Journey, I mean, man, they was Sting and all of them, the Police, uh Modern English, those were some bands, bro. Huey Lewis and the News. Let me tell you something. I used to go to the swimming pool, man, at the YMCA, and the manager would put on a Huey Lewis and the News tape, greatest hits, and play one side, and then flip it over and let the other side play. Man, you talking about? I was just a little old boy, and I remember going up and asking her. I was like, "Hey, Miss Baker," I was like, "Who is this you playing on music?" She was like, "Huey Lewis." I was like, okay. I was just a little kid, but I love that music, man. And to this day, I still love Huey Lewis. Yeah, Meatloaf. Meatloaf has some good music. Is that weird? That's crazy. Third Eye, for real, man. Um, but yeah, man. Guns N' Roses, man. That's one of my favorite bands ever. Um, dude, before they got to fighting and stuff, man, when they did November Rain and stuff like that, when Axel was singing and Slash was on that, man, shit, couldn't nobody hang with them. I remember how they joined. One of them was the L.A. Guns and the something else Roses, and then they joined up and became Guns and Roses. But I think Axel used to be in L.A. Guns before he was Guns N' Roses, or it might be vice versa with him and Slash, but they was in different bands, I think. When I go to this, yeah, Yeah, everybody looking down at their phone. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. They used to be a Pearl, and it's still out there. There's a Pearl Jam song called Yellow Ledbetter, and everybody in the whole world has a different words that they sing to this song. And now in the little song book it says these words, but when you listen to it, I'm telling you, everybody's got their own different words they use for this song. And now, hey, I'm gonna tell you, ACDC, they rocked out, man. I used to love this whole song. Sitting on a fence, you know what I mean? Uh, rock and roll. Oh shit, what was the name of it? I'll think of it in a minute. But anyway, ACDC was bad. ZZ Top was bad. Fleetwood Mac was off the chain. Journey, man, Journey was jumping. I mean, that was some of the best music ever. Phil Collins now wasn't bad. Now I'm gonna tell you what, I love Elton John, man. Elton John got some good music. I don't care what he does in his personal life, man. He got some good music. I love his songs. Dude can sing. Um, yeah, yeah, they thought they were I don't know, I guess a lot better than everybody. I mean, they were good, don't get me wrong. But they just didn't know how to, I guess they were all introverts or something, you know what I mean? So yeah, Freddie Mercury, man, he could go. That dude could sing, man. I'm tell you what. Um, he was him. David Bowie, he was a classic too. Uh, Man, I'm telling you, I could go on and on about music. I love some music, man. We used to have a classic rock station that would, when we was in high school, and that's all they played was classic rock. Steely Dan, Marshall Tucker Band, you name it, Leonard Skinner, whatever. It was nothing but classic rock, man. And so, I mean, that was only down one of the best radio stations we had, so everybody listened to it. So, as teenagers, we started learning the words to every classic rock song because that's all we'd listened to on the station. So by 16 or 17, I knew all the classic rock songs. And then I got into the 80s and stuff. And then as I got older, like I found some different genres of the 80s or some different stuff in the 80s that's just badass that I didn't even know about. Um, I like some of them crooner songs and stuff. Like I like sometimes to hear something like a Bruno Mars or Anthony Hamilton or something like. I like some, that's some good, especially when it's a good song. You know what I mean? Like, um, Teddy Swims, he good, man. He can throw down. That dude, I ain't gonna lie. I don't. He can sing, man. He got some songs. He's a big old dude, man, and he can get on there and sing like a. Um, yeah, he can do it. Let me see. Make sure I ain't miss nobody. That's good that you get to listen to your mama's thing, Justin. Man, there used to be a place called 106.1 in Huntsville, and then man, it was 1061 TAK, and it was bad. And then they had 95.1, which played more like damn, what was dude's name at the time? Boy, he was bumping. Oh man, what was his name? Oh shit, he was right before Kid Rock. Oh man, Fred Durst. Yeah, Fred Durst or whatever. Um, man, yeah, I'm still learning Third Eye. Yeah, Limp Biscuit. That's man, that was some bad stuff. Yeah, I'm still new, still learning and stuff. I know I say some words I ain't supposed to say sometimes, but I don't even think about it. I just say it. You got to watch YouTube. There's certain words you can't say, and uh, sometimes I don't even get to thinking. I just be talking, and then you're like, "Oops." Oh yeah, I remember being in the seventh grade, eighth grade. I used to call 104.3 WZYP and get on the request hour, and I would request Aerosmith to my girlfriend. I go crazy, crazy, baby. I go. You know what I'm saying, boy? You got to get them girls. You got to get it right, But I'd call in. See, you call her and you'd be like, "Hey, get ready, all right, get ready and turn it on there." And then she'd call all her friends, be like, y'all listen." And then you tell all your boys too, like, y'all listen, y'all listen. So you have half your little town listening, and you'll be your little stupid ass calling in, talking about, "Hey man, you play Aerosmith, I go crazy." And they like, "Yeah, this is going out to so and so from Michael." And you like, man. And then you get next day at school, your boys be ragging the hell out of you and shit. That was the time. That was life, man. I love that. I love doing that stuff and going to school and you dudes just be ragging on you. You like, man, fuck y'all. I got a girl and I got to keep this shit right. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I mean, man, that was fun. Those were the best days, man. Oh, wow. For real, those were the times, man. Yeah, I feel you, dude. Um, man, I love them days, man. Back in the late '90s was a great time in history. I think. I mean, it was. Uh, I don't know. Life was just really good, man. Everybody had money. Everybody could live. Everybody had money. Everybody could uh afford to live in places, houses, and shit. Everybody didn't have to look for the cheapest thing they could find. Um, Nowadays, man, it's crazy as hell. People wanting 1,500, $1,600 for some damn something in order not to be 750. Oh yeah, technology fucked it up. But seriously, I mean, it's convenient. Don't get me wrong. I use it to do stuff too. But yeah, it ruined a lot of things, and I think it was designed that way. Um, because think about it, if everybody's looking at this computer or looking at this phone, we ain't looking at Washington, are we? So yeah, me too. I wish I'd have known back then what I know now. Well, I'd have been something else. Oh, phew, you don't even know. Yeah, I used to let when they would do on the week Casey Kasem on the weekend do the countdown, top 40 countdown, Casey Kasem. And then when they get down to the top 10, you put your tapes in there that your mama bought you an old 3-pack or whatever, them brand new tapes or a 6-pack, and you throw that tape in the thing, and then when the Casey Kasem top 10 come on, you start recording, and then you got the top 10 songs of the week or whatever. So yeah, I did all that shit, y'all. Hey, I wasn't no lame. I was in there doing all that stuff. Shit, we had an old record player that my daddy had, and it had an old Molly Hatchet album in there. I was listening to Molly Hatchet when I was like 11 years old and didn't even know what the hell I was listening to. And then when I got like 17, I was like, holy shit, I didn't even know. I was jamming out to some Molly Hatchet and didn't even know what it was. I was just a little kid, man. But my dad had a jam up record collection. Yeah, man, you get them tapes and It'd be blank tapes. I'd be like, Mama, you stop. And back then, man, everything you got everything at the pharmacy. It wasn't no big Walmart deal, you know. I mean, they had Kmart's and they had Walmart, but it wasn't like it is now. Like back in the day, you'd be like, Mama, I need some of them cassette tapes. Will you stop at Big B Drugs and get me some on the way home? And that's where everybody shot, or you know what I mean? Like, and then now everybody goes to Walmart. But back then, like Mama either went to Bill's Dollar Store or you know, or somewhere else. But yeah, man, you put that thing in on the top 10, come on, you record that song, record all 10 songs, and then you got the top 10, you can go back and listen to them. Man, I can't count the time I play a song and then reach up there and hit rewind. And you get to rewinding it so many times that you get so good that you can rewind it and stop that mug on the damn beginning, son. Because you done rewinded it so many times, you know exactly how long it takes. Yeah, I remember when Kmart used to have them damn blue light specials. I used to think it was the police. I'd say, Mama, I say, why the police in here? She'd say, oh no, son, that's a sale. And I say, but it's a blue light. And she's like, yeah, but it means it's a sale. Hang on to that shit for real. If you got a stereo or record player, an 8-track, keep that shit, man. Man, I had so much stuff that I let get away from me, y'all, when I was on them drugs and stuff, man. And now I'm like, God dang, man, I had some really good stuff. And but I mean, it is what it is, man. You know, life happens and you move on, and you know, now I got what I got now. So um do I wish there was a lot of stuff I had back? Absolutely. But it is what it is too, you know, you gotta just move on, you know. But yeah, Kmart used to be all right back in the day. I remember going to Kmart a lot, and then they turned it into a Walmart, and then next thing you know, they started turning into super WalMarts and Sam's Clubs and shit, and then that was it. Right? Yeah. Like there's times right now that even though we think it's fucked up right now, that there's time we're really in. There's going to be a day where we're going to say, "Damn, that was some good times," and we didn't even know it. But man, for real, the 70s and 80s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, I think probably topped anything. Um, oh man, those and I was alive during the 80s, but the 60s and 70s, and then the 80s as well, man. Like I said, those were some times, man. Yeah, man, we used to ride in the freaking back of a truck, 10 people, 10 kids back there with three hanging over the side trying to smack signs and shit, you know, and now it's so crazy, man. I like I let my damn yeah. I mean, that's all you can do, man. You fall down, you get up, dust yourself off, and you go back at it. You know, shit happens. I mean, ain't nothing. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can't. Man, all we are is human. If you, I figured out for me personally, and is if you fuck up, just own up to it, and then start over. And then you ain't got to have that burden on you of, oh man, I'm trying to hide this from so and so, or just hey, yeah, I did this, man. Look, I'm sorry, or whatever, you know, and then move on. And then, you know, yeah, you might have to face some consequence or something, but you ain't got that shit in your head or whatever. That's it. To me, it's easier that way. Hey, what's up, KB? Glad you're here. Fam, I'm telling you, they gone. The good times for me was about 93, 94 through 2002. Those were good times, man. We used to actually go to, that's when I'd go out to bars and clubs, and we would go camp at Talladega. My mom and them uh partied every weekend, and we rode four-wheelers like I mean, 40 or 50 people show up. Uh, big dove hunts, man. It would be 100 people show up to shoot dove and stuff. Like we used to have great times. I mean, everybody that was anybody came. You know what I mean? Like everybody, girls and all. The girls would be hanging at the house with my mom and them up there while all the dudes is around the field shooting doves and shit. I ain't kidding you. Good times, man. My mom and them were the kind of people like, um, as long as you wasn't like fishing, like get back on the road driving, or you had a sober driver, they wouldn't say nothing about you drinking. You know what I mean? Especially if you had somebody driving that was designated, like they didn't say nothing. Yeah, man. Now, like, and another thing on dating, like used to, you could meet somebody somewhere, and if you can meet somebody in person, like you can put the rap down on them right there, and you can win a girl over just by talking to them or and stuff, face to face. But then now you send a message to a girl, the first or somebody says something about it, the first thing they do is go look at your Facebook profile. And that's how people decide if they can date people or not now, is by what they judge them by on their Facebook. And that's so crazy. Like, like I don't get it. I used to love meeting people face to face, and um now you got to send them a message first. I mean, it's crazy. And it's like because of that, people aren't as interested in meeting people out in public like they used to be. Um, damn. Yeah, I don't. I share memories on Facebook, um, because of my whatever my little one, but I don't. I just ain't into it no more. Um, I don't know. Facebook to me, it's just all toxic shit, man. At least on here, I mean, I get a few people on here that saying stupid shit, but for the most part, it's good people that like interacting, and they like the same stuff I like, or they like talking about the same stuff or whatever, because but Facebook, man, it's always some old drama shit, and I remember just a while back, I was like, man, you know what? I ain't even gonna fool with that no more. I'm just gonna fool with this YouTube, and that's what I've been doing. Um, yeah, hell, even the meth is dying. The meth heads are dying down. It's all fentanyl now, man. People are out there literally playing Russian roulette every damn chance they take with that shit. Like, I'm so grateful that I went to prison and got off all them hard drugs and stuff before the heroin and fentanyl hit. And I remember when we was leaving to go to prison on the van that day, you got to leave, or they left Madison County Jail and they pulled down the back street, like Washington, Meridian Street, and they pulled in this little gas pump that the city owned. It was in a fenced in thing. And I remember while they was filling up, somebody was talking about, hey man, right over there is where old girl overdosed on that heroin the other day. So it was just hitting my city as I'm literally leaving to go to prison. And thank God, man, like it all worked out the way it was supposed to, because had I been at home, I would have been on that shit. And a lot of people that I run with that at one time, they not even around no more. So um yeah, it saved me for real. Damn, they got make one. Let's see. Yeah, I try my best, Chris. I just shoot the breeze. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, random. I did the same thing. I was looking one day at I was looking at my Facebook, man, And I noticed that, like, I had posted something that was special to me, and that people that grew up with me and know me, after they know what I've been through, to see this, like, you would think they would be happy for me, and but anyway, I posted a little video or something, and 100, and I remember when I looked at it, 192 people had viewed it, and only 3 people had hit the like button. And I was like, these motherfuckers ain't my friends. Even these ones that's family on here, they didn't, I mean, so I started axing motherfuckers right there on the spot. Excuse my language, but I cut a bunch of folks loose, man. I mean, man, if you can't look at something good like that, especially whenever time that it's the other way around, I say something, or comment or hit the heart button and stuff like that, and then so I was just like, all right, then. I mean, you're not my friend. I mean, if you're gonna look at that and then not, so I started putting the axe to them. Yeah, I ain't worried about it. These people that'll watch your Facebook page and don't even like you, don't even want nothing, don't hate your guts, but'll watch your Facebook page and just to see who liked it or how many people looked at it. And I'm like, man, like I'm like, y'all, that's some crazy, y'all on some crazy shit for real doing all that. But there's people that do it, man. They'll just watch somebody's Facebook just to see who they talking to or whatever. I'm like, look, if I don't like you, I don't like you. I'm not going to be your, you know what I mean? Like, it's either we like each other or we don't, no middle ground. It's either we in or we out. But I can't believe it's been so quiet, y'all, during this live. Usually you hear all that damn dog barking and the car revving up, but it's been a good night tonight. I must say, they must be gone out or something. They must be gone somewhere. Man, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and start winding this down a little bit, and but I want to tell y'all, man, listen, I appreciate last week. It was a pretty good week. I had some videos and stuff that did real well, and I wasn't even like y'all. I did that Ryan Up Church video, and I didn't even. I was just like, I didn't know who the guy was talking about. Like, I didn't know Deerdorf or Billy or you know none. I didn't know none of that. So that's all I was asking. And man, people gave me feedback, but there were a lot of people would just give me feedback, but then there were people that would like attack me or whatever. And I'm like, man, I know you didn't even watch the video. You just read the title to say that, because I didn't even say nothing bad about the dude, like, so that's just people, that's just how they are. So, um, but yeah, that video did good. I couldn't believe it, man. It had like 2,000 views or something. And I was like, damn. Um, but yeah, I'm enjoying it, man. And y'all make it happen. Y'all are the best, man. Um, every time y'all hit on the little thumbs up button and all that, man, and hype my videos up, like, y'all don't even know how much I appreciate that. That means a lot for real. Um, I wanna have a video one day. I'm listening to you, Kay. I want to have a video one day that runs it up, man. I want to look, you know what I mean? Put something down or put a short down or something, and you look up and it's like, 250K, 500. You know what I mean? But um, I got to find something good for it, all that to go down. But yeah, you got to stay true to yourself and to stand on your business, whatever you believe in. Stand on both feet and just stand on your business. You learn how to say no. Hey, listen, I appreciate all y'all. Yeah, I know that dog's starting to cut up now. But I hadn't done as many lives lately. But listen, I'm gonna jump back on here again this week, like probably Tuesday or Wednesday, and we'll do something else, man. But look, if y'all get a chance, y'all check out that show called The Deuce, man. Like I said, it is R-rated, so if you not in, if you know what I mean. But listen, I'm telling you, if you like good shows, it's a good damn show. So I'll leave it at that. And yeah, much love to all of y'all, man. Thank y'all, and we'll do this again. Yeah, I'll be back on here read next. We'll get on here like Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll schedule it though and send out a little message before I do. All right. And I appreciate y'all sending out them little hearts and everything. Y'all don't, that means a lot, y'all. Thank y'all. All right, y'all. Y'all be good. All right. Oh shit. He just